my pleasure to welcome everyone to Comic-Con International 2019. As I think so many of you know, and I see so many smiles on the faces out here, as we have literally thousands of people walking by us this morning, July is easily one of the best months in the city of San Diego. Just last week we had the annual Pride Parade and Festival. Just Tuesday we celebrated the city's 250th anniversary with a very moving civic ceremony at Presidio Park. And today, of course, is really the highlight of the month as we welcome all of the Star-Lords, Wonder Women, and all kinds of stuff, which I'm not going to read, to the best convention city in the world. We are glad you are here. Welcome to San Diego. And for the next 4 days, full of fun, full of fantasy, fiction, and all things comics, will descend on downtown San Diego and the Gas Lamp to enjoy all that Comic-Con has to offer. And while some come from the celebrities and the exclusive sneak previews, of which there are many this week, Comic-Con, of course, is at its heart a place for fans to be a part of the community that appreciates a true creativity and a passion behind the popular art that we all know and love. Comic-Con, of course, is where people from all walks of life and from all ages, different backgrounds, come together to share in that passion for imagination and for creativity. And I know that this 50th Comic-Con will be no different, because Comic-Con is a San Diego tradition that we are proud of, and that will continue here, of course, for many years to come. We are so excited that Comic-Con officials, you'll hear from David in just a second, recently announced their commitment to be in San Diego through 2024. We get a big hand applause from that. As this event showcases the best of our city from literally 130,000 visitors. Comic-Con, a few numbers here because it's always important to mention. Comic-Con generates over $147 million for our regional economy, creating local jobs and raising revenue for the city that allows us to build a better future in every single San Diego neighborhood. This is a huge economic shot in the arm. It allows us, of course, to hire more of San Diego's real-life heroes, the police officers, the firefighters, the lifeguards who protect our residents and our visitors every day. Comic-Con may be only one weekend of the year, but its impact is felt throughout the year in such a very positive way. So I want to thank Comic-Con International for being a great partner to the city, to the Port of San Diego, and to the Convention Center. Our relationship has only grown stronger over the past 5 decades, with a continued commitment to keeping Comic-Con right here in San Diego, right where it belongs. But there is one big step that all San Diegans can take to make sure that all of our conventions, including Comic-Con, have room to grow for years to come. This March, San Diego voters will be asked to vote for the expansion and modernization of the San Diego Convention Center. And this initiative will not only provide space for our conventions, but inject hundreds of millions of dollars into our economy, create the first dedicated funding streams for homeless services and street repair, and keep San Diego competitive with other big cities across the state and across the country. This is incredibly important for our city, our tourism economy. So many cities wish they had the tourism impact that San Diego has. And we want to ensure that we remain competitive with other cities well into the future. That's why this march will be so important. Well, I want to thank some folks who are here today. That this is really a team effort from so many folks across the spectrum to make this possible. Our City Council President and MTS Chair, Georgette Gomez, who we'll hear from in a second. Give everybody at MTS a round of applause for all of the great work that they do on the trolley. I want to thank the late John Rogers and his wife, Janet Tate, and Faye Desmond and David Glanzer from Comic-Con International. I want to thank the Port of San Diego, including Commissioner Marshall Merrifield, the San Diego Convention Center's Rip Ripito with the coolest jacket up here today, the San Diego Tourism Authority, the Downtown San Diego Partnership, Carolyn Wormser, our city's Director of Special Events, our Fire Rescue Chief, Colin Stoll, and everybody at Fire Rescue Chief, thank you for a busy week ahead and all the great work you do. Our Fire Marshal, Doug Perry, works very hard to keep everybody safe. And our San Diego Police Department Assistant Chief, Keith Lucas. Thank you all for your tireless work to keep Comic-Con a safe San Diego tradition. And I also want to thank NBC for hosting us at their interactive Brooklyn Nine-Nine experience this morning. So when we finish up, they promised a preview of the experience for fans and everybody here. Thank you for being here this morning. We love kicking off this event. We love what it means for our city. I love seeing like thousands and thousands of people right here enjoying San Diego from all over the world. And now I'd like to turn it over to our City Council President, Georgette Gomez, to say a few words. Georgette?
Thank you, sir. Just slight shorter than the mayor. Good morning, buenos dias. So it is a great joy to be here. It's a good day for San Diego. Just coming down to our location of this press event, just to see the activity, the thousands of people running downtown and walking downtown in some creative costumes. It's should be an everyday thing, I think, but we'll take the next 4 days. It is a great pleasure to be here with all of you. My name is Georgette Gomez. I'm the San Diego City Council President. I'm also lucky to be representing District 9. Aside from being a council member and the council president, I also chair the Metropolitan Transit System. And it's exciting to be standing here right behind our trolley, who is going to be extremely busy these next 4 days, moving people, bringing people into downtown, taking people back home. And I really want to encourage people to take our transit system. Our system is ready to move people around. It's going to be much easier, more convenient, and we want to encourage people to be mindful of that. Leave your vehicle home and just hop on a train or a bus and you will get here, and we promise that you'll have a fun time riding the system. So please remember to take that transit. San Diego is extremely committed in ensuring that we're investing in our economy, but also ensuring that we're doing it in a way that we're protecting our environment. And if we leave our cars home, that means those emissions are not going to be spewing into the environment. People are going to be having more fun. So please remember to choose transit. And one of the efforts that we're doing in MTS, aside from encouraging people to take transit, we're also very much committed ensuring that we are creating a better system for our customers. So we're going to be doing a robust effort to ensure that we are elevating San Diego to the next layer, to the next level of ensuring that we're creating a system that is compatible to the car. So look out for Elevate SD, participate, and let's take San Diego to the next level, which is it's time to elevate San Diego and ensuring that we are creating a system that is compatible to everybody. So I'm extremely excited to be here, and I really want to acknowledge, as we're celebrating Comic-Con, I also want to acknowledge, as the mayor said, Comic-Con is it's an amazing convention that we get to host, and we've been hosting it for over 50 years. So let's make sure we have 50 more years in investing in our community and ensuring that we're bringing the dollars not only to just continue making San Diego the beautiful city that it is, but it's also injecting and creating good jobs for all San Diegans. So it is time that we continue doing that we continue investing in our beautiful city. And let's just have a happy con, which I learned last night that's what you say. So have a happy con, everybody.
Thank you, Georgette. Thank you, Georgette. Thank you, Georgette. Next, somebody who needs no introduction, who's really been out here for years and years and years, doing great stuff, and he's getting younger and younger. David Glanzer, Comic-Con International. David, come on in here, my friend.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, President Gomez. And actually, I don't think we're short. Everybody else is just tall. This is the perfect height for the microphones. Again, thank you all. Especially thank you to the people behind us. I think we don't often understand that it takes a great many people to put on the event that we put on each year and have for the past 50 years. This year, we'll be welcoming people from over 83 countries, from as far away as Zimbabwe and Andorra. It really is a worldwide acknowledged event. Over 3,000 members of the media will converge on San Diego, and they'll be talking about everything that happens at the city and what a beautiful backdrop they have to shoot as well and talk about. This really couldn't be done with also the tireless efforts of over 7,000 volunteers who will give of their time and talent this weekend. But again, I think one of the most important things to remember is there's a lot of infrastructure and planning and overtime and a lot of sleepless nights spent in making sure that people have a good time, people are safe, and that people leave with great memories of San Diego. So thank you, Mayor Faulconer, President Gomez, council members, and everyone else who's wonderful stakeholders and has made being in San Diego the pleasure that it is. We'll be here at least until 2024, hopefully a little bit longer. And again, thank you so much for welcoming us to San Diego.
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much.
Well done. Thank you. Next up, Rip Ripito, the San Diego Convention Center, and of course, so many folks who you don't see but are working literally day and night. All of our convention center folks and employees putting their best foot forward. Rip, on behalf of all of us, thank you for you and your team. Come on up and say a few words.
Thanks, sir. Good morning, everyone. I'm going to do that as well. So, I want to take an opportunity to first of all say thank you, Comic-Con, for making us your home since 1991. A year and a half after we opened the doors, Comic-Con moved in, and they have been a part of our fabric now for 28 years, and it couldn't have been a better relationship. We have an opportunity to work with them year-round. It takes an effort that begins literally the last day of each show to begin prepping for the next show. And there are thousands of people who work on this, not only this week, but year-round. And all of the people that the mayor's recognized are a key component of that. To be able to drive almost $150 million of economic impact, just millions of dollars to the general fund in taxes. But it would be a shame if I didn't actually take just a minute and say, thank you for your business. We love having you here, and we appreciate you so much. This is the most iconic show and the most iconic destination in the world. And so on behalf of the Tourism Authority and the Convention Center, thank you for what you do and what you bring us and putting us on the map. Have a great show.
Thank you, Rip. Thank you, Rip. Thank you all for being here. Before we conclude, I'd like to present a very special proclamation to Janet Tate, the wife of the late John Rogers. Janet, would you come on up here, please? I'm glad you're here. Thank you. Glad you're here. As I think all of you know in the media, John was incredibly instrumental in leading this organization and convention to what it has become today. The loss of John was felt by so many of us who he touched through many years of Comic-Con and in the greater San Diego community. Such a stalwart believer in this mission and the organization and what Comic-Con meant to the city of San Diego and to people throughout the nation and throughout the world. So on this 50th anniversary, I am honored as mayor today to proclaim this first day of the 50th annual Comic-Con International, John Rogers Day in the city of San Diego. Janet, thank you. It would be greatly missed. Thank you for coming here today.
So much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
You got it.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. You got it. I can't say enough. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all. Welcome to take a tour of the Brooklyn Nine-Nine activation behind you. This is a very special week in San Diego, a special week for Comic-Con. Ladies and gentlemen, get out there, have a great time, be safe, and it is now officially open. Thank you guys. Good morning.